lecture, we'll study about spanning tree algorithm. Spanning tree algorithm. Whatever is at IEEE, its specification requires that switches use the spanning tree algorithm to solve the looping problem. So in the previous we have seen about looping problem. To solve that looping problem, then IEEE specification requires the use of spanning tree algorithm to create a loopless topology. In order to create a loopless topology, we'll see what is this spanning tree algorithm and what is first spanning tree. We'll see a spanning tree is a graph in which there is no loop. In which there is no loop. If it is a switched LAN, if it is a switched LAN, it means creating a topology in which each LAN can be reached from any other LAN through one path only, no loop. As there are physical connections between cables and switches, whatever is the physical topology of the system cannot be changed. Okay, as there are physical connection between cables and switches, whatever is the physical topology of the system cannot be changed. Rather, a logical topology can be created that overlays the physical one. Now you see the figure which is showing a system with 4 LANs denoted by LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, LAN 4. LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3 and LAN 4. Okay. Then there are 5 switches which have been denoted by S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Okay. Then and its representation in graph theory. Then whatever are these LANs and switches, they are shown as nodes. You can see the LANs and switches are shown as nodes. Okay, connecting arcs show the connection of a LAN to a switch and vice versa. So there are connecting arcs which show the connection of a LAN to a switch and vice versa. Then to find spanning tree, so to find spanning tree, we need to assign a cost which is metric to each arc. So to find the spanning tree, we need to assign a cost that is metric to each arc. So what are arc? The connection between a switch and a LAN. The interpretation of the cost is left up to the system administrator. Minimum hops have been chosen. The hop count is normally 1 from a switch to the LAN and 0 in the reverse direction. Then what is the process for finding the spanning tree, which involves the following step? So first step we'll see. Every switch has a built-in ID, which is normally the serial number, which is unique. Each switch broadcasts this ID so that all switches know which one has the smallest ID. The switch with the smallest ID is selected as the root switch. So the switch with the smallest ID is selected as the root switch, that is root of the tree. We assume that switch S1 has the smallest ID, it is therefore selected as the root switch. Second, the algorithm tries to find the shortest path, a path with the shortest cost, that too from the root switch to every other switch or LAN. The shortest path can be found by examining the total cost from the root switch to the destination. Third, the combination of the shortest paths creates the shortest tree, which is also shown in this figure. The combination of the shortest paths creates the shortest tree, which is shown in the figure. Fourth, based on the spanning tree, we mark the ports that are part of it. So based on the spanning tree, we mark the ports that are part of it. The forwarding ports which forward a frame from that switch receives, which forward a frame that the switch receives. We also mark those ports that are not part of the spanning tree, the blocking ports, which block the frames received by the switch. So you can see which have been marked as blocking, which have been marked as forward. Blocking means which block the frames received by the switch. Okay. So you can see hop count is 1. Hop count is taken to be 1 from a switch to a LAN. So switch to a LAN hop count is 1, 0 in the reverse direction, and here you can see it has been marked as blocking, etc. forwarding. Okay. Then so these are the 4 steps involved in the process of finding the spanning tree. So you can see finding the shortest path and the spanning tree in a system of switches, then blocking. Then no, there is, you can see there is only one path from any LAN to other LAN. You can see there is only one path from any LAN to other LAN. Any LAN to other LAN. You can see in this diagram there is only one path from one LAN to any other LAN in the spanning tree system. This means there is only one path from one LAN to any other LAN. No loops are created. We have described the spanning tree algorithm as though it is required manual entries, but this is not true. Each switch is equipped with a software package that carries out this process dynamically. ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಹಾಂ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ, ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಏನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹುಡುಗರು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ನಾಗ ಇವು ಪಿ ಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವು ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ ಪಿ ಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಮುಂದೆ .LALO ಫೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬರತ್ತೈತ್ರಲ್ಲ. PDF.LALO PPT.LALO ಅಂತ ಬರಾಕತ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ, ಅದಿನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ತೆಗಿಯೋದ್ರಿ ಸರ್ LALO? ಹಾಂ ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ 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 ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಅನಿಸೈತ್ರಿ ನಂಗೆ. ಅದು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಟ್ ಬರತ್ತೈತ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಡ್ರೈವ್ನಾಗ ಇರ್ತೈತೇನ್ರಿ ಸರ್? ಹೌದ್ರಿ. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ PDF ಮತ್ತು PPT ರೀ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು PPT ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೌದ್ರಿ. ಹಾಂ 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 ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ ತಗೋರಿ ಸರ್ ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ. ಹಾಂ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ತಗೋರಿ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.